morning, good morning, good morning. This is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. Welcome. Welcome to everyone who is tuning in for the first time or for the second time or the third time. You are welcome here. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm evidential medium Stacy Niedenthal, and I come to you every Tuesday at 10:30, and we talk about different topics. Meditation, we talk about grief and abundance. There are so many things in this healing world, in your healing emotions, that need to be addressed. And maybe you don't know that safe place to land to have the discussion about this. But today I'm here to tell you it's right here every Tuesday at 10:30. If this is the first time that you've been here, put a 1 so that afterwards I can personally welcome you to Tuesday Talks. So, what I've done is each month I've put a theme in the month so that you have a series of things to think about and to walk through. And in this non-judgmental space where it's just you and me and deeper learning and deeper meaning, we're going to talk in March about different things. First off, happy birthday to everybody celebrating in March. And this is your month. So the topic for March is going to be awakening and spiritual growth. It's going to be signs and synchronicities, and they're going to be themed around renewal and expansion and focus and spiritual studies. And we're going to use the energy of the spring equinox, which signifies rebirth and rebalance. How many people are ready for that? Put a yes in the comments if you're ready to expand, to awaken, to learn more. Do you feel as if your energy, your thoughts, your goals, do you feel as if you are unorganized or stagnant, walking the same treadmill? You know, the last few weeks of winter are tough for a lot of people. I'm sorry, but I am not a winter person. Give me heat. Give me the spring. But winter, it's dark and it's cold, and I want to just nuzzle in my bed and read good books and not get out of bed. How many of you can validate feeling the same way? Good morning, good morning. So, I just want to open up the windows and breathe in fresh air. That warm spring air that smells differently, it feels differently on my skin and in my energy. It makes me want to spring clean my energy. Yes? Soon, the flowers will begin to break through the earth, and all these bright colors will just dance on what is now this brown earth. I guess depending on where you're watching from. And by the way, let me know where you're watching from. Spring is that time to spring clean, to dust things off, to go through your drawers, to get rid of sweaters that don't no longer fit you, to look at things and say, why have I been holding on to this for so long? Mother Nature is waiting for the comeback of the flowers. Spring is that nurturing. Why don't we offer that to ourselves as well? I think we should. How about you? Do you feel this way? I have to reach way over here. Sorry. Do you feel as if you need nurturing, rebirth, regrowth, color, energy brought into your life to grow in a different way. Spring is that rebirth, that regrowth. So, as I'm talking about this, you're probably thinking, all right, yeah, you're talking about rebirth, but how the heck do you do it? What am I supposed to do? What are the instructions? Sad news is there aren't any real instructions. It's feeling your intuition into it. But I will share with you, would you like me to share with you some tools, some things to ponder, and maybe some way to move into the direction that makes you blossom. So let's look at rebirth energy healing. It's a real thing. It really is. There is such a thing as rebirth energy healing. And it's when our focus, what we think, where our energy goes, or where our mind goes, our energy flows. So it's when we put our focus on profound personal transformation. Wow, profound. I love that word. That was profound. It's when we start walking into welcoming our own spiritual authenticity, looking for that renewal, that inner alignment by releasing past traumas, past thoughts that block us emotionally. These are the sweaters, these are the drawers that we need to clean out. Sounds like spring cleaning to me. When I do Tuesday talks, I was thinking about this last night when I was writing this, it always seems to be focused around healing, around transforming. But I would ask, if you will, to not look at it just as healing or transforming, but as in growth and reconnection with your authentic self. Our daily lives, they're filled with ups and downs, hopefully more ups than downs, but let's face it, sometimes we're a circus in a circus act juggling all of these balls that are up in the air. And hopefully there's not a lot of conflict that you face, but sometimes there is. And we spoke last month about self-love. And if you missed it, you can watch the replay. I'm not sure if it's still on social media because you know how they take it down after 30 days. But you'll find it on my YouTube channel or on my website, connectingspiritwithstacy.com. So if you watched the series on self-love and paying attention to your body's energy and what your body needs, sometimes what's missing is energy. You're just exhausted. I can't put one more thing in my head to deal with. I thought I had it closed. I can't put one more thing on my to-do list. Like, Lord, why is there so much stuff to do? Self-love is that hydration to your blossoming ideas. It's that nourishment that you need. It's watering your flowers. It's weeding the garden. It's giving energy and rebirth and a new look and new life to your spiritual garden. Only with our emotional energy, meditation, chakra clearing, journaling, spiritual studies, like check, 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 check. That's tending to your garden. What does your body need? What do you need? Put it in the comments. What do you need? Do you need more time? There's 24 hours in the day. You can't get any more. But maybe you're not managing it correctly for your energy. It's not going to be the same for everybody. So when you tend to your garden, when you tend to your energy, when you nourish your energy, it aids in moving past those old traumas. It increases your self-love, and it helps you to seek clarity for yourselves, for your purpose, because you're getting rid of the weeds that clog your brain. The ultimate goal for this energy healing, in the woo-woo world, we call it the death of the old self. Peeling off the layers. You know, when you look at the 4 directions, the one direction is represented by the snake. And the wording is, help me to shed the skin, the scales that no longer serve me. So, releasing those limitations that we put on ourselves helps us to emerge and reflect and to be more authentic. Are you tired of being what you feel everybody thinks that you should be? I am. I was years ago. When I got to that point of understanding, you know what? I'm not for everybody. And that's okay. I can be a little much, or I can be not enough. But for my tribe, I'm just the right amount of me. That's where you find yourself. So the good news is that these protocols that we've talked about, meditation and journaling, they're non-invasive. There's no physical cut. That's the good news. The bad news is these protocols, these things that pop up, your energy considers invasive. So it's hearing that inner voice that's talking to you, but it's quieting the inner voice that says, you can't do that. Who do you think you're fooling? It's finding the source of those triggers. Triggers. Here she goes again, talking about triggers. But think about it. What triggers you? I'm a Leo, okay? I'll use myself as an example. And for those of you who don't know me very well or understand Leos or what the, what do you want to call it, characteristics of a Leo are, I don't like being told what to do. It triggers me. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, you didn't think I already thought of that? Like, why would I do that? Yeah, I'm already working on it. Because I'm already thinking about it. But you bringing it up to me makes me feel like you think I'm inferior to you. That's the Leo pride. I've had to calm that down within myself, bite my tongue, and go, good idea. Okay? So finding those sources that trigger you, that made you doubt yourself, and then deciding to make a change. How are you going to navigate it? Sometimes the best way for me to navigate a situation is to just listen. You may, if you're ever in a conversation with me and you're talking with me, you may notice I will physically put my hands over my mouth. Because in the past, I assumed if you were coming to me with a problem, you wanted a solution. Ego. My hard wake-up call was sometimes people just wanted somebody to listen. So I had to wake up my nervous system by touching my mouth and signaling myself, shut mouth, open ears, and listen and ask questions. Do you need help with that? What is your solution? How can I help? It's not jumping in and feeling like I can fix everybody in the world. I've learned that through a lot of conversations, confrontations. But I learned that about my energy. I learned that about my personality. And I chose to make a change. So finding the source of my trigger was, maybe it's because I'm a Leo. Or maybe it's because I didn't feel heard at one point in time. And I know exactly when that was. But that is my trigger. That was my trigger. So I needed to combat my trigger by going, it's okay to listen. You'll be heard. Now's not your stage. This person came to you to speak. Allow them to speak and just listen. So let me ask you something. Do you feel like the same things happen to you over and over and over again? Same type of relationships, same type of job. Why do you think it happens? Why do you feel like you continue to get on this merry-go-round that maybe spins out of control, and instead of it being fun and laughing and being childlike, you're dizzy and you want to throw up? It's not fun. Why do you think you continue to get into that spin cycle? Maybe you only feel comfortable in a spin cycle because you have not figured out that trigger. Stopping the cycle of spinning out of control is slowing down enough to recognize the cycle. The jumping on the merry-go-round. What made me take that leap? My husband says to me all the time, oh my God, you're addicted to projects. Someone comes and talks to you about a project. Before I even think about the time and oh, I can help you with that. Absolutely, I can help you with that. And then I later think about it and go, oh gosh, another project. What I have learned to do is before I instantly blurt out, yeah, I can help, I take a breath, I break eye contact with the person, kind of nod my head and go, you know what? I love your idea. Let me think about it. Let me meditate on it. Let me talk to Jeff about it. And there is no fault in coming back and saying, you know, I've thought about it. I love your idea. And I know that you will respect that I can't right now. Because you're signaling to the person, I thought about it. You're saying, I know you will respect the time that I took. But the answer is no right now. It's emerging with the confidence after you thought about the situation. You quieted the mind. You looked for your own confidence, your own faith, your own quiet time. It's possible. It is absolutely possible. Energy healing is real. And it helps you to reduce stress. How many of you run around like a chicken with their head cut off? Oh my God, Friday? I was so irritated on Friday, but you know what? I don't know what I was irritated about. How dumb is that? But I kept pushing forward. I was quiet because I didn't want to say anything to anyone because I knew my tone wouldn't be right, my body language wouldn't be right. And when I came home, walked down the steps to home, and Jeff says, "What's the matter?" And I'm like, "I don't know, I'm irritated." I'm like, "I don't know, I'm just irritated. Just let me sit here in the corner on the couch and sulk or play my little mindless games, veg out in front of the TV, and let me just breathe." And I went to bed early, and I got up the next day and it was fine. It's probably residual from all the things from the days before. My lists of lists. So, to begin this, let's look at your day. All right? Will you look at your day with me? What's your day look like? You wake up in the morning either with or without an alarm. I set an alarm thinking, oh, if I can just sleep until that alarm. If I don't sleep over the alarm. And I usually wake up before the alarm. But what's the first thing that you do? I shut the alarm off on my phone. What does that trigger? Oh, let's look at emails. Oh, let's look at text messages. When I woke up, everything was well in my kingdom. My dogs were with me. My bed was nice and warm. I was comfy. And I reached for this. When I check my emails are like my nemesis. I get 50 to 70 emails a night. I clear out all my emails before I leave my office every day. I wake up the next morning, and I've even unsubscribed from emails, but they still pop up. And here's the thing. I have 3 different email addresses. Yep. I actually have 4, but the other one just is inquiries and is only part of my ticket sales. So, that could be 150 emails as soon as I turn my alarm off and look. And then maybe there's text messages that I got overnight. Usually not, but sometimes I wake up to text messages. Now, I've barely even opened my freaking eyes, and I'm already 150 emails deep. I have a 10 o'clock rule. Always have, always will. If you want an answer from me other than no, ask me after 10 o'clock. As soon as my eyes open, don't be throwing questions at me. Wait till 10 o'clock. So, that's a boundary I put around myself when my kids were small. So, why don't I continue that boundary for myself? No looking at emails till at least 10 o'clock. So, new habits. First new habit. Reclaim the first hour of your day. In the morning. You wake up, don't touch your phone. Don't touch your phone. I know there's that alarm. Shut the alarm off. You can shut it off without even picking it up. Okay? Incorporate a mind, body, and spirit exercise. I know. Oh, God, exercise. But here it is. It's taking in a deep breath, putting your hand on your heart, thanking your energetic body for a good night's sleep, thanking your eyes for opening up and seeing. It's putting a mantra out. You know what? Today is going to be a good day. I will be faithful in knowing that I'll have the solutions because today is going to be a good day. And state it with authority. There's a kid song. I think it was a kid song, and I pulled the lyrics. And it's called a good day. You know, I fall out of bed and catch a fading star. Fancy, I woke up before my alarm. Brought my mind through my eyes. It's the best that I can do. I'm open, I'm awake. Before it's automatic, I hand it over and I turn to you. Thank you for letting me sleep well. Through her smile, is when it happens, it's almost like magic. It means there's a God somewhere, and he's laughing as I put on as I shuffle in my slippers to the kitchen, slow to the ground, but high on life. And I know, it's going to be a good day. Hello, hello, beautiful thing. I know it's going to be a good day. And I'm waking up and I'm stretching my body, and I acknowledge that it makes me want something from yesterday, today, and tomorrow, because it's going to be a good day. And you know it's going to be a good day. Hello, beautiful thing. The earth takes plaque over the night and the dirt. I can realize from the depths of myself that I'm readjusting and reflecting of the yeses, of the ever-changing sky. But why do I have bad dreams that linger with me during the day? I don't need those scenes playing around in my head. And I feel quite foolish sometimes when I pray. But in those thoughts, I've got to make myself feel brave and admit it's going to be a good day. Hello, hello, beautiful, beautiful thing. It's going to be a good day. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for. Because I know it's going to be a good day. Hello, hello, you beautiful thing. Imagine looking in the mirror and saying to yourself, hello, hello, you beautiful thing. I know it's going to be a good day. How would that change the outcome of your day? Think about it. You're practicing gratitude. You're thankful for the day. You're acknowledging the beauty in yourself. Make a list the night before so it's not in your head the first thing in the morning. Break it down into small segments. We've talked about that. Cross things off your list that you no longer need. And admit today is going to be a good day. You beautiful, beautiful thing. It's refocusing. It's celebrating. Taking short breaks. Reconnecting with your breath. Am I saying you have to kumbaya for 3 hours? Freak, no. I just reconnected with my breath. And if I do it in the mirror, hello, you beautiful thing. Touching my heart, realizing the depth of my heart, the means of my heart, the passion of my heart, not wanting to get on that merry-go-round of that nagging voice in my head that I call Greta. Shut up, Greta, you can't play today. Checking with your attitude. For anybody who just tuned in and you saw me talk to Greta, I'm not crazy. That's what I call my negative voice that talks to myself. I just happen to think about that. So it's checking in with your attitude, your perspective. How do I feel today? At first, creating this may seem weird, uncomfortable, strange, out of balance. Because instead of focusing on the negative things, I'm focusing on the positive things. Ever notice when you get 15 things done in the day and 3 things that you didn't get done? What do you focus on? The 3 things that you didn't get done. When I do gallery readings for people, and everyone there can take it, but one person's energy doesn't feel right, what do I focus on? That one person. Instead of focusing on the blessings of each of the other people, I'm focusing on what could I have done better? Why didn't I? Because I'm human, and some people aren't ready to accept it, and some will take it later and understand it. I have no control over that. It's finding the balance when you're unbalanced. It's starting new steps, new rules, new energetic healing vibes that allow you to shine. Even a light stick needs to be broken and shook up before it will shine. Are you the light stick? So there are signs, things that you can be aware of if you're experiencing a time for rebirth. And I'm sure there's more. Do you get exhausted or overwhelmed easy? Your life just doesn't seem like it's yours anymore. You almost feel fake. Are you constantly looking for meaning, for your purpose, for your legacy? And when you're looking for it, it's almost like, instead of going, oh, I'm striving for my purpose, and I'm going, it's almost like, what's my purpose? It's almost in a negative way because you feel like you don't have a purpose. Have you become a loner who hides away? But then, when you're alone, you feel alone, and then you're lost. Maybe flight enters. Fight, flight, or freeze. Maybe you want to run away. I'm just going to, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Done with this. I'm out. Have you begun to question your belief system? Are you asking the questions of why instead of just believing because you were taught to believe? This is just the way it is. Well, why? Because I said so. Okay, it's not good enough. Why? Are you questioning the meaning of life? The state of the earth? Why things are happening? Do you know that you are a healer? Do you feel it deep within your bones? But you just don't know how to help others? If I can't heal myself, how do I help heal others? Those are all 9 signs, 10 signs that rebirth is knocking on your door. How many people have felt any of those? Say yes. Say yes in the comments. Are you ready for rebirth? So, there are about 7 spiritual awakening steps. And I want you to look at how they compare with maybe what you're feeling. So the 7 steps of spiritual awakening is you have a deeper sense of peace. Oh, you're looking for a deeper sense of peace. The reasons why. Inner peace. Your intuition seems to be heightened. I know I'm a healer. I feel it. But how do I? Okay, opposites. And it's heightening. Those antennas are up. You just know things. You want to be your most authentic self. You want to appear. You want to shine. You want to release old patterns and beliefs and shed those. Maybe some of those are people that you've outgrown. Synchronicities start popping up everywhere. You see 11:11 everywhere, or you see your birth date everywhere. Or you see, when my mom first passed, I would wake up every morning at 2:11 in the morning. That's the time she passed. pissed me off. Why are you waking me up when you died? No. She was waking me up to celebrate her rebirth into the spirit world. When you walk into a spiritual awakening, you start to feel grounded more. You connect more with nature. You feel a shift in the purpose of now, the present. Not that you don't want to know what your legacy is, but for today, I'm going to do the best that I can in the most loving and healing ways as I look forward to what my path is taking me on. The energy of spring wakes all of this up in your psyche. It's this shift to want the longer, warmer days. More sunlight, more light. What do light workers want? They want light. It's reconnecting with the earth. There's more time to be outside. The weather is more cohesive to be outside. I can sit in the ground. I can lean up against the tree. There's no snow. There's no mud. Well, if it rains, there's mud. But you know what I'm saying? It's that connection to Mother Earth and letting your energetic roots get planted. This may be your wake-up call. Pay attention. Pay attention to what surrounds you, what you're surrounding yourself with. Pay attention to how your energy feels. I just need to stretch and move, and too many things are closing in. It's clearing out the drawers within your energy that you compartmentalized. Okay, emotions go here, anger goes here, projects go here. No, my love. You don't need to compartmentalize them and tuck them away. Walk through them. Face them. This is part of your wisdom, part of your experiences, part of your knowledge that not only helps yourself heal, but when you speak about it, may help others heal. So, what you think and do, where your mind goes, energy flows. Pay attention to it. You're awakening. It's almost like, wake up, spiritual energy. I need this energetic field to wake up. Because I'm expanding and I'm growing and I'm learning. Things that maybe once were important to you fall away. It's not as important anymore. Your higher self is calling you, pushing you. Answer the call. Not like, what do you want now? I just noticed I did that. Okay. Why did I do that? Oh. Okay, I need to work through that. It's going to be a good day. Hello, you beautiful thing. It's changing some of the habits. So, hello, March. Hello, you beautiful thing. Let's get ready for spring. And spring into action. Let your inner garden of thoughts be important. Tend to it. Weeding out the negative energies that maybe surround you. Nurturing self-doubt and finding confidence, not ego. Planting seeds of mindfulness so it grows and expands and you transform to blossom. Will every single day be tra-la-la-la? No. But you will learn and grow from this. Spring, the spring equinox, is rebirth, regeneration. It's time to focus on living the life you love and loving the life you live. Because today is going to be a good day, you beautiful thing. Thank you so much for hanging with me this long. I hope what I said to you resonates. And know that when you start these steps of regeneration, you don't mess up. You learn. You don't quit. You adjust. Because you are searching for your most authentic you. And if you found your most authentic you, God bless you. Hang with it. Don't give up. Be there for others. Be that light in someone else's darkness. Light that path. Allow them to have a beautiful day. A good day. Because we are all beautiful things. I love you all. Peace out. Have a magical day. You know what? Shoot me an email if this spoke to you. Connecting the Spirit with Stacy at Gmail. But it's going to be a good day. You beautiful thing. I'll see you next week where we continue to talk about rebirth, realignment, spiritual studies. From me to you, you to me, you beautiful thing. Have a great day.